Okay, today I'm covering a bit of introduction about salts. Oh, it's clear. Okay, now, all substances can fall either, all substances are either acidic, neutral, or basic. So all acidic substances has a pH of less than 7. And anything that has a pH of more than 7 is what we call the basic substances. And if it's around 7, it's neutral. So examples of acidic substances, I think you probably know, are some of your acids, and the ones that you know, like hydrochloric, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid, the very familiar ones. We touch less on ethanoic acid. It's a weak acid. The rest are strong acids. This is a weak acid, but yeah, you should know. These are the acids. Okay, then for basic, right? Basic substances, the ones that we learn are mostly metal oxides or metal hydroxides. Okay, so for example, what do I mean by this? It could be magnesium hydroxide, magnesium oxide. Give me another metal, zinc hydroxide, or calcium hydroxide. These are example of basic substances, any metal that you see, but not all metal. You have learned that we do have amphoteric oxides, which can react with both acid and basic. Okay, but they're naturally basic. Okay, so how about neutral substances? Neutral substances is when acid react with base, they form what we call the salt substances. So this is a salt, and salt has a pH of about 7. Now, when an acid react with a base, something with low pH react with a high pH, I think naturally you know that they will neutralize each other and they will fall somewhere in between of 7. So this process is what we call the neutralization process. Okay, so when an acid react with a base, we call it the neutralization process. Now this neutralization process has a general equation, or what we call the Ionic equation. The equation is, since all acids has hydrogen ions, okay? The reason why it's an acid is because it contains hydrogen ions, right? So an acid has hydrogen ions. Our oxides and hydroxides, they have the hydroxide ions. When they react, they form water. So this is the Ionic equation for neutralization. Acid, base react to get something that is neutral, water. Now, similarly, when acid and base react, they form salt, which falls under neutral. Now, what encompasses of salt? What are some examples of salt? Okay, so I'm sure you know table salt. It is a chloride. So, sodium chloride is an example of a salt. So we can say a chloride is a salt. Okay, one hand writing, one hand video, so please bear with me. Your chloride, your nitrate, your carbonate, your sulfate are 4 types of salt that we cover. Now, we have so many salts, and we can further categorize them into soluble and insoluble salts. So I will touch on that in the next video.